So that's what I was thinking about, these people that could be financially free, or like I said, something, whenever whatever this thing happened, remember we talked about, we're just getting right back into it. Welcome back to the platform. Appreciate you guys being here, liking, sharing, commenting, and supporting the channel. um, every little bit helps. So um, I was just thinking about that, public slander or humiliation, how that can lead to, especially under severe scrutiny or some type of attack, it can ruin somebody's reputation. Like I said, it can ruin relationships. It can ruin, because you never know. If you are a highly sensitive individual, you can tell when people watching, or you can tell when people are like stalking or something like this. It may cause you to act a way where you just, I can't believe this. I'm an American citizen. You know what I'm saying? How are people able to um, do this against my will? Like, what is going on? It may make you act erratic, or maybe slow down, or pick up the pace, or I don't know. But I was thinking also is things that, like for instance, when I was momming 3 years ago, when I was still momming and wifing, um, the difference in how I tended to the house, the difference of how I cooked food, or even for the family. Like, I'm known to eat out of the food, you know what I'm saying, with, when I'm cooking like spaghetti or something like this, take a fork and try it out or something. But I wouldn't dare do something like that if I was cooking food to take to the in-laws' house or something. The way that I put order in my kitchen before I cook for other people is totally different than how I keep and regulate things in the kitchen when I'm cooking for my family. But I was thinking about this because I think I was going to do those, like 2 years ago, I was going to do the charcuterie boards. I was just going to start off doing them like for me, and then see if I can make them like nice enough or whatever to do something else with it. But it was just this energy of like, I feel like what was coming around me, like, ew, I wouldn't never, or I couldn't order nothing for. So you got to think about shit like that too. Um, when people are selling goods and services, if you slander somebody publicly amongst a lot of people, it may affect orders or sales or anything that they want to promote or do later on in life. Okay. It's like somebody was trying to ruin a person from another aspect. So you say, oh, that I was just looking at this cute little idea of these bouquets with like cake or whatever, cake bouquets or whatever. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so simple. That's so cute. I went to Michael's for their cake decorating class or whatever, even though we didn't finish the whole thing. I don't think we did. Okay, I wanted to do it with my daughter or whatever. I don't think we finished the whole thing, but this was probably like 10 years ago or something. I think I was still possibly, yeah, we were still in Kenosha at the time. Because I've only had one address the whole time I lived in Kenosha County, and I've only had one address the whole time that I lived in Racine County. I thought I'd note that, just in case somebody trying to be funny with that address situation. So, you got to fit, these people are using their resources to collaborate with things that you say or that I say, and then trying to create scenarios is what I feel like a whole scenario. Okay. I was picking up something about like a girl a couple weeks ago or something happened in Racine County, where there's some children that they took away from somebody or something that was in the basement with the mom, and they were like, the mom never leaves or whatever. She never leaves or whatever. And on my channel, I'll be like, oh, I don't go anywhere. I stay at home. I'm really here like 90% of the time. Like, I was just arguing with him like, dude, I've been in this house while y'all go to work, and while you was running and dancing around town and not staying home for 4 years ago or whatever, when y'all been doing all this and you've been going to work for hours a day, I've been in this house 95% of the time, more than everybody in this house when y'all go to work and school. I know that you could put that damn heat up. I'm like, I know you could put that heat up a little bit more. It's colder out here now, and we need to put the damn heat up. and we was arguing about it or whatever. And I'm like, I know what it should feel like in this house. We must need new windows. Something, something is wrong this year. Okay, with this damn cold and this, something is wrong. Okay, and I know what the hell I'm talking about. 'Cause I've been in this house more than any fucking body. So you might catch me saying something, but I noticed when they did this little thing on this show, like they were saying that the girl stays down in that basement with them kids or something all day. She never leave, but then I don't know. It's something like intimidation rituals. Like, oh my goodness, even the name, it was like Deshay something. I'm like, what the fuck is they doing? Like, for real? Even the girl kind of had the same lips as me a little bit, I'm like, what the hell is they doing? So that's what I was gonna say. Okay, this could ruin reputations, things like this. Imagine that, like the regular everything, the everyday things that people might do, like look in their nose, dig in their nose, like I just used a napkin to get something out of my nose. Sometimes you might do like this and you didn't, and go about your day or something like this, and somebody's like, ew, I wouldn't buy nothing from that person if they was. So the best thing that I was hearing was to do, but this is the kind of like, it's taking a gamble, right? Is to do nothing. Because again, if you do open up a business or something like this, I think the last time when I had a onesie order and something went wrong and backfired and this, but I did have like on my vintage Etsy store, I sold a jacket and something happened with the messaging system or something. I couldn't get the jacket out. I did lose that sale or whatever. It was like a vintage windbreaker Nike jacket or something like this. And I think it was something about my fault that time. But when somebody ordered all those onesies or whatever and I was going to ship them out, that wasn't my fault. I told y'all, like, a couple months later, I couldn't find my heat press machine. I couldn't find my onesies and stuff. And like a couple months later, the shit showed back up at my house in a garbage bag in the basement, like in a place where I never would have put it. And I'm like, who the fuck would take? And then I was hearing, oh, when you're gone, right? So there could be somebody that's slowing down in life. Maybe they was doing some shit, activist type shit, land patents and shit. And now this person trying to be creative, or these people could even be trying to siphon my creative energy. Or like I told you, I think that somebody put that rock in my sump pump in the basement, because my living room is huge from the front to the back. But the same thing in my craft room in the basement, it was huge. Like I have some old pictures on my craft page. Okay, I got an Etsy. I got a lot of, not Etsy, but I got an Instagram for my crafts. I got an Instagram for American history and stuff like this. And then I have my Instagram for just me. I don't barely use any of them, but I think I got an Instagram for my vintage clothing, and then an Instagram for my craft and my scrapbook stuff. Okay, so I got I think 4 of them. But what was I gonna say? Like I was looking at some old pictures on, like, oh my God, all that shit that I used to have down here. But after that flood happened, I had to pack up everything, and I don't have a craft room anymore. So unfortunately, I don't, And even when I was like, oh, I have like 2 boxes where I have all just my jewelry stuff. Okay, like these earrings that I made. Okay, so I have my jewelry stuff or whatever, and I kept bringing that up. And like when I get bored, or I'm like, oh my God, I want to make something, I'm just gonna die if I don't make something. Sometimes I'll bring that box upstairs, and then I'll try to make like a pair of earrings or something or whatever, just to get the fix. Okay, and then, but it usually ends up going back downstairs because it looks messy in the living room. So I had like a little corner in my living room in case I'm not doing cards, I don't want to watch TV, I would pick it up and start making something. And I did my 100 pieces of jewelry challenge, and I packed up everything, and then I was going to do it again. What happened? Oh, but my hand started acting funny. So I couldn't use like my fine, and my nails were long. So I couldn't use my fine motor skills. But this is just the things that we talk about, little shit that you don't think nothing about. So my thing was just to do nothing. And I feel like somebody could be saying that was a mistake. But I feel like it's really not. Because what was I going to say? Oh, the last time when I couldn't get those onesies fulfilled, somebody like gave me a piece of their mind on my board or whatever. They got the money back and everything, and the order, whatever, was canceled or whatever, but they gave me a piece of their mind on the review. And before then, all my reviews were really good. So this is what I was saying about not being able to even do a home business, because somebody pull a stunt like that, rip out all your inventory, you can't find it. This is not, you cannot just go to the store and get these type of onesies. They have to be a certain type of onesie, and you have to order it from like wholesale. You can't just buy a couple of them on a website or something. You have to buy like the last time I bought them, it was like a $500 stock. I had to buy all of those, right? And so, you know, when it came to income tax time, instead of going shopping for clothes, I said, let me ante up the onesies is going good. Let me go ahead and do that. But what use of it, right? When I got my income tax money that year, I said, okay, I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna restock all my onesies because I'm depleted or whatever. And I was also wondering, like, I had already bought a whole bunch of like $200-300 worth of onesies before, and I haven't even sold it. I only sold like 50 onesies, 25 to, maybe I could be exaggerating, we'll just say 25 to 50. And so from starting it from like a year or two, I had to shop for like a year or two. So, you know, I didn't promote it or nothing. It was doing good by itself with no extra doing anything. But I was also wondering what happened to all those onesies that I had even before. Why did I have to restock? Because I didn't even sell. I had hundreds. Why did I have to restock? Oh, I think I ran out of, the most common one was like the 9 to 12 months, and I ran out of that. So I just ordered everything, more of everything. Okay, that's why it was. But anyways, so it's like another way of sabotaging, or I also felt the energy of people trying to get my address. And so it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere you turn, somebody's sabotaging something. This is not a normal level of stalking. Okay, is what I want to say. Okay, it's just not. We got the devil energy in reverse. Okay, and then we got this person here with the Queen of Swords stopping something. Queen of Swords could be trying to protect this person. I mean, this could also be a Roxanne energy. We just use that name because I feel like what source is telling me that somebody was not honest about something, like saying about a changing of a name of a child. But sources was telling me something. My brain, people could tell me something. Like I told y'all, my boyfriend was like, oh, Roxanne, my sister's name used to be that when she was little, but they changed it to her name, what she got now. And I was like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But later on in time, source told me, there could be, you know, there could be something else, right? Like a child could have been given up or something like this and reintroduced later on to the family. And, you know, some families like to keep stuff on the hush. So there could be a feminine out there, or there could be a bunch of these by this time, right? So, like, who's putting alliance with people that obviously are working 100% behind, 100% of what these people doing is behind my back. So why would they be thinking I was in alliance with them in the first place? And I know why. I know why they were doing it. Because they didn't want the truth that I am the fucking owner of this shit. Whatever it is. This is my Four of Cups energy. This is my King Charles card for some reason. Alright. And then we got something backfiring here. Alright. It could be on this person or on whoever is portraying that energy right now. VG, whatever. Because these people don't have the real authority to do something. Something. This is false authority. This is somebody, hey, you just sit in that position and control that aspect of things. Oh, it fell in there. So yeah, that's another thing about this, of being careful here. Yeah, they didn't have authority to put this child or humiliate a child, or contain someone and humiliate them. Okay, this might be over here. Okay, we got an emperor or grandfather, father, older male or something that is in reverse. Okay, This could be some children trying to take their position, but these children might be illegitimate. Excuse me. Yeah, the magician here, the real magician. This could be also somebody wanting you to help them from another country. But I was also picking up that a clone of this father, an evil one, we'll just say a wicked one, could have came in and manipulated these children to, or this was the only way that they knew how to do something, to manipulate these children to say something or do something a certain type of way. So they could have went against the mother or against me or the queen in some type of way. Yeah, I'm telling you. But I'm still just getting this energy here. This Rachel Barr energy. Giving this money to all these other people or something like this. Giving some assets or attributes away. They could also be, as we're looking at and we're telling this story, people are coming in. They're trying to go search the world to go find the ones that they scattered and bring them back as if they never left. But I know that they did. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody could even be like, oh, just let the mother and the child or something like this. Like the whoever this is with these twins, just let them stand in that energy. You can go off and be in the 5D in the world card energy with this male. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be trying to convince a person to do this, to make somebody happy. This could be this peephole energy. This could be also this Assad or whoever. Somebody is connected to that female as well. Okay? So this could be somebody trying to put you in a 5D or put me somewhere else so that they don't have to cry about losing a certain masculine. It's just too bad. It wouldn't make no sense for America to accept no bullshit like that. This is America. Everybody know, at least, even on my channel when I was doing the Bible and history, you already knew what I was representing, what I was spending all them. My channel, though my videos used to be like 2-3 hours long back then, 7-8 years ago or whatever on this channel. Unless they deleted them all to try to make it seem like somebody else came up with a lot of this stuff, like I told y'all. To try to remove me out of the indigenous movement. I should be listed amongst if it's 100 names, bitch, my name should be on there. Period. Even though nobody tried to get me on their panels or whatever, I could tell people were watching. They weren't saying nothing. They weren't liking. They weren't commenting. They did not want to work with me. They didn't want to see what I thought a little bit deeper about a situation on their panels or nothing. So leave it there. But the fact that the information was being put out, especially on my Facebook page, bullshit. I know I'm the one that broke the code of America, one of the ones that was at the top when it broke the code of America being the Holy Land or these particular things. And I don't think I need to sit there for another 20 fucking years and talk about it. You understand? So I'm not just only nothing. Like, this is somebody that these people tried to wear me, of not getting recognition, always having to work triple hard to get my businesses, to do things to ruin them, send drunk people and dangerous people in my purse shop and my accessories to get me to have to leave it alone because too many dangerous people were coming in there, and unfortunately I had to bring my children to my shop. I used to have to open up my shop with my baby, go sit in there, do whatever I'm doing in the shop. They leave the shop and close it up for a good hour or 30 minutes while I run back home, pick up my kids from school, go back to the shop, then, you know, have them there for a good 2 hours or so like this, and then I would close it down and then go home. Or he would come pick them up, and then I would stay there for the last 2 hours, do whatever, clean up, do something, and then I would go ahead and go back home after them, right? So I don't want to hear shit about nobody. Every time I had a job, I was everybody liked me at my jobs and all this. So nobody can sit there and say nothing. You get what I'm saying? Okay? So we got the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. This person might have to go back down to the bottom or try again, pick themselves up and try again when it comes to something. But that's what I was saying about public slander. You can't take that back, right? So I just remember a lot of stuff was like, oh, wash your hands, or oh, you should be in the kitchen, da 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 da. So I knew that people were saying something about like, oh, you're gross, or you don't do this, or something. Oh, I wouldn't order that food. So do you get what I'm saying? All right. When there's people that have disgusting shops and they cook food from home and stuff like this, but nobody is putting them on Front Street. But somebody, in order for somebody to do that to you, right? That means that they had some kind of agenda from the first place to try to make it seem like, oh, don't get nothing from this person. So this is like, oh, well, I got this idea. Somebody's going to do something to ruin it. So source was telling me, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Because they're gonna ruin it anyways. It's something like, remember when Megan Thee Stallion allegedly got shot in the foot or whatever? And then they got Megan's law. It's something like a Shalanda's law. It's something that sums up everything, for people not to fuck with me so I can live my life some kind of way, maybe even go through a light transformation and move the fuck on. It ain't even really witness protection. It's another type of witness protection. And it comes with some type of upgrade or something. Or once these children awaken, realize something, people are supposed to come and bring gifts or a gift or bring something, documents, paperwork, an envelope, please, to let them know, who they are a little bit so they can do a little research or go around and question people or whatever the fuck this is. It's something like this, okay? And I'm telling you, somebody didn't want a person to go through it. Now, say it's a group of people here. One of these people might have started having crush on you or something. And now that's the only while this person have a crush on you and they may be able to spy on you when you getting in and out of the shower, then they're okay with helping you. This is the weird ass shit that I be picking up in the background. But if they can't, if you comment about this or you point them out or you tell or something, then they don't want to help you no more. This is like some kind of system where it's so unprofessional. You have to like one of these people, or they have to like you, or somebody got to be crushing on you hard that's stalking you or watching you illegally in order for you to get help for whatever the fuck this is. Because this is like special agents, special, services. This is some other kind of thing here is what I'm getting. But I'm guessing if they feel like they funneled all the children through, there's only one left, right? But these people are like, no, that's not one of us. That's not, And they're bullying and harassing and using technology, even their own technology, if these are weapons of mass destruction, to harm that person and to do things to that person, to wake them up way after the program is shut down and they thought they got everybody through this gate or whatever, okay? They knew they didn't. They covered you up with dirt or something like this to make it seem like you were unimportant, or I was. And that's when they got to going. So you could just be their pincushion so they can just poke fun at you and poke. So it's like, it's not like the one that wanted to be the most high is going to be, no, the one that we know was named the most high. These people, that's why I call it cast down syndrome. It's a type of abuse, or honor killing. It's a type of abuse from jealousy and envy of people that have upgraded skills or talents or technology, or these X-Men people abuse one person, remove them so they can use the cushion or all of the essential elements or of that person, or the access that person has. All now it's a shared thing, when it was only made for one person to have that key, one person to have that access. If you want to go there, you got to get in touch with that person, or you got to be kind to that person. They didn't want to do that. They just said, oh, since we kept you out the loop so long, you don't know nothing, and you wouldn't even know who to report it to, what the fuck we did, or nothing. And we just gonna abuse you now for the rest of, because we always been jealous of God making you the apple of his eye, or saying don't touch this person or whatever. I guarantee you this is what the fuck happened here. All right. And I feel like something is over now, and somebody just wanted to start at the, like, this is like somebody, I know what I want to do with you. I don't even know if I want to fuck with you. I don't know if I would want to do business. I don't care if this was the top business. I don't care if it was Bill Gates. You better talk to me about what you think you're trying to hold me back from, because you might be trying to hold me back to do what you want me to do, but I could have was supposed to do that, or I could have wanted to do that more than I want to do this. So somebody was trying to like cut off all the lifelines so that you only be sitting there waiting for them, and when they say it's time. This is some type of I don't know, a different type of BDSM or whatever you call it. All right. And somebody thought that shit would be fun or funny or something. I'm telling you, with the moon energy, this is what's unknown, that these people, these foreigners or something like this, are not going to win the victory over the sun or whatever this is. Something is becoming unveiled. Like I said, this could be this Gullah Geechee energy as well, where they didn't want to listen to me. But if there's other groups around here that are more, their ethnic background is heavier in the African descent, this is not the same as the ones that have the American Indian ascent, okay, or descent, whichever one you want to have. It's not the same thing, but this could be a form of bullying or bringing a new big giant or person or somebody into the field or whatever. To these could be people that's still deeply rooted in root work and different type of spell work and different kind of conjuring methods in their communities, and then coming to some of the American Indians that lost all of that. And if they didn't pick you to go amongst them tribes and go on a reservation and learn things, or you didn't go around these people or learn more about your, then you were supposed to be screwed, because they're not going to help you. Again, like I said, if these are other, they say it's 7 continents, I say it's 2. If this is leaders and world leaders from the other continent over there, your I mean, Russia is in between, I think, but China, Africa, the Middle East, allegedly these particular places, alleged places, because I've never been there, so I would know. That's still one continent. That is their motherland. But to Canada, South America, North America, Hawaii, maybe even Iceland or whatever this is over here off the East Coast, that's in between, it's still, this is the mother. We got too much shit about science, genetics, and all that other stuff in these readings for it not to be so. So if motherfuckers, if the agenda was to wipe out those of us that could be autochthonous, like the oldest version, then, and it might be done by people that's on this soil already, and their fathers and their forefathers coming over here with their tools and services are up in here, then they're not going to be protecting us. You was not going to get no protection during COVID. Even if they said black people started it, you was not about to get that like the Asians did. And if you didn't jump on the Asian bandwagon and you still survived, they might be trying to scoop you up now. But it's like, hold on, wait a minute. If I survived on my own, we might have to go ahead and dig another thing for some other type of people like me. You get what I'm saying? If I'm the only one up from the ashes right now after the fire, or that's how it's gonna be, then we got to put something else up in order for this. Even if it was 3, 1, whatever this is. And somebody don't like that because that was the agenda. So this could be an injustice act. Because think about it. If this is some kind of carefree dude that's just ready to, get in with you, but there is an Arabic or Islamic man over here that could be with this other woman, if these people was attached to my case or my situation or my crown for the past 20-something years, all the money and shit is over there. With the dude that, all the money and shit will be over here with the dude that this girl don't want to cry because they don't want to lose this person. While somebody try to put me in a 5D or in some love, or somebody else, whoever this is, in some love episode or reality TV show or spinoff or something. And again, some of this shit is starting to sound like, to me, if you say no, they're going to take your image and your essence and put it in there with somebody anyways. It's going to be another girl, another dude in this spot if you say no. So somebody's just running off with somebody's image and energy and making graven images and doing what the fuck they want to do with it. This could be a person too. I felt like I used to be afraid of not failure, but success. What's going to happen? Whenever I started a business, I had to start it with a very little bit of money. Even with my store, I think I only had like $1,500 or some shit like this. I had to really squeeze. I had to really put my mind together to stock that store with some decent looking shit. I had a little bit of money to spend. And I don't like to do anything unless I'm perfecting it. I need to have all the resources. But It's not, I don't like to, but it doesn't mean that I haven't. I've tried that already, and pretty much it worked out. But I feel like even with my store, if I had the finances to get something on the other side of town or not off in the cut like it was, if I could have just moved because of the people that was coming in invading the place, then I could have still went on with that. I didn't have the extra money to do that. So for me, I would like to have all my shit in a row before I just go out on a stretch and get a loan for this and go get the, I don't like the thought of that. I feel like somebody's trying to test somebody. Like, well, what did you do when you felt that collapse on that tower or whatever? Nothing. Because I knew even with the industry slowing down, music slowing down, these people had too much time on their hands. That if somebody was going against me or trying to hide something like, oh no, don't listen to that one. She don't have nothing to do with it. You know, I knew that if they was playing around like that, if these people didn't have shit to do, they was all putting their energy. If say this is a star or something like this or whatever, they try to do this, or Aquarius with this energy here. I already knew. They had the money, the means, the manpower, the malice, whatever it is to make sure that don't nothing go forward. So why even try? I already knew what they was doing with my numbers and stuff like this on YouTube. It was like, for what? For what? So you got this little girl here with the pentacles, I think. What is this? I think this is 3 of Pentacles. Somebody could be supporting. This could be also if there was 2 goons or something using cyber energy to keep control of me, or close contact, or a remake clone or something to keep me restricted, or as a block, like a blockage around me or in the same house with me. Like, again, they could be promoting something with this child here. Okay, because every time I see this, it's like, oh, your child, John, is with 2 big mean men or whatever. They might not be mean to this person. She laughed, having fun. You see? But this always make me think about the note. See how big and mean and crazy they look, but it don't look like they that way to this person. So again, we got the hangman energy. They could be trying to put a mother in prison or take away the rights of a mother right underneath the nose. You could still live with the child and everything. They could be using this energy behind somebody's back. This cosmic wifey or somebody else. Somebody could be a Caucasian woman. There's a girl that keep coming up in my feed. I think she got an Irish accent. Could be somebody like this that they're trying to use to do something here, to get another person pent up. I was also noticing with some of these cases that's starting to correlate with the kids that's 6 years old that was found with like trauma to the head. Like John Bonet and this other little 6-year-old girl that I was just watching a case about. Something about head trauma, y'all. Like where somebody will down to the fact where they'll never be the same again. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. King of Wands. This could also be to have someone able to sexually, whether this is with business or pleasure, to sexually molest or penetrate somebody's energy here, and they can't speak up for themselves. Somebody go blind, deaf, mute, legally blind, something like this. So that amount of, also, like I said, cyberbullying, stalking, entrapment, trapping. Once you've seen something like that, Yeah, we got something about mental illness here. They could have claimed somebody was mentally ill so that this child could do something, go and serve this death energy or something. But we got but God here. This could be the mama about to burn some shit down or calling for the extermination of a certain group of people. Okay? For this false ideology or whatever. Yeah, I keep seeing this one. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Somebody could be saying somebody is gay because you won't date a ghost or something that you can't see, touch, feel, hear, or something like this. You want to accept some imaginary offer. And so they trying to say that somebody is gay. Okay? While they stage sexual interactions, business or pleasure, with these men that can't go out there and get it themselves. You get what I'm saying? And then they, for the girls that might be lionesses or whatever, you might be looking for somebody to make it. They didn't move them all away. There's nobody to on your level to be with. And then they'll try to say that you gay or something like this. Yeah, so somebody could be not getting a victory here. This could be after some type of genocide or scattering of a nation or a group of people. They could have tried to use this. This could be something that these particular people try to use every time to try to say something about a person like they're gay. I just seen that Nine of Cups back to back. So, well, I saw it before the King of Wands and then after. But this could have been, like I said, somebody saying that somebody was gay or something like this, but they wasn't. So this person can go and do something here. This could also be like somebody hanging on as a third party. Like two women are together, but there is a male that penetrates someone in order to get them pregnant to give birth to children. Somebody could like the same thing as you or something. Now or then. Maybe somebody used to be liking women, but to get you back or get me back, they started dating a man that was going to come in towards someone as like some type of revenge. Yeah, because somebody could be celebrating with many women, or maybe this is somebody that was in just an intimate relationship with two people. They could be saying, oh, I was like this at first, but somebody was never in an intimate relationship with just one person. With those two, I think that was the Nine of Cups or whatever, in reverse. Somebody was never in an intimate relationship, meaning that only financial development and growth and, you know, working together and coming up with new things for your family to benefit or to rise up. That's two people. If somebody was having sex with you and having children with you and running a house with you and keeping a nice schedule and a nice budget with you, but they were doing bigger things with big business outside of the relationship, that's infidelity. So somebody might be like, well, fuck it. I wasn't dealing with just one person before, you know, and then they pierced the sun on the low. They got energy to reload off the sun sneakily. And then they said, well, forget it. I don't even need to be in an intimate relationship with just one other person anymore, whatever. Now somebody could be in something with three. So there's a threesome here. And then there were three. So it might be something where there's not just two women together, but there could be three. Hopefully you know that this is going on if you're one of these people. Because I feel like that's the problem in some of these situations. Somebody don't know that they're in a threesome. Maybe somebody was in a situation where they always had two, they always had three, but one never knew. And now all three know, and they live in a better life now since everybody knows your name. All right, Queen of Swords energy. Like these people could be partying. You know, I like to party, so this could be like a threesome, a group of girls that get together, go out, party or whatever. And then you got the Queen of Swords here. They could be calling somebody the pale man or the pale face. All right. The colonizer. But the Queen of Swords is off here like on some serious shit. Okay. Now, it don't mean that this Queen of Swords Swords doesn't like to party. It just means that they're being forced to have to be serious about something when these people are playing around. Imagine these people getting paid and this person ain't getting paid nothing, but they're forced to have to fix something that these people messed up. Yep. Yeah, these people could be mentally ill, whoever these three people is, or somebody is looking like, they're like, oh, you forever young, or you don't know how to be, disciplined or whatever. I didn't come here to be disciplined by none of you. So, but somebody could be thinking that what these bitches do, partying all day, all night, drinking all day, all night, smoking weed all day, night, this could be a mental illness. To be like something is backwards. Like this, we at the Mad Hatter's table, and everything is backwards with Alice in Wonderland right now. This could be representing that, because normally you think, hey, if somebody is the president, we don't want the president out partying every fucking day, all day long, every night, getting high in the Oval Office all day, all fucking night, drinking all day, all night. Nobody want that. You get what I'm saying? You would think that people would be like, because I heard party up. So this could be party people moving up to political situations, the higher up frequencies, international positions. You get what I'm saying? If you want to party, go party. Let somebody else that's being serious handle these type of affairs. Like, why are you so trying to make people that could be distracted? Or, when it comes to a certain age, you 40, 50 years old and you always in a club, what the fuck is you running from? That's not even normal for people to just be, oh, I like to party. Yeah, some of us was in the club before we was even 21, using our cousin's ID and shit to get in. Then you party, this time party. You might have had a kid, stop party and party again. Damn. Every weekend. You get what I'm saying? To each his own, but I'm just saying. So some people could be getting in trouble here for removing somebody's animal or something like this, or protection, tying this person up. They could have tried to give this person a tower, but this could also be that a tower is going to come of them doing this. Say this is the queen's number one, sniper, or the king's number one protector. This dog go everywhere with this person and make sure don't nobody walk up too close. Somebody could have bound this person. Okay? Meaning that in my situation, if I feel like I'm the only one that has not been changed here in this household since we moved here 8 to 10 years ago, I can't really remember, then if I'm saying that, what they could have did when all the older girls moved out of the house and it was just me, my guy, and my youngest, they could have took those two and left me behind. And one ended up in jail and one ended up in some type of bondage here, or bound to a person or a group of people or something to serve them at their feet. And what these people are coming back to, because people say, girl, I ain't never gonna be in the same place I was when you left me. But some of us might be in the same place. We might not even been transformed ourselves or nothing. But mentally, my mind is my most valuable thing. You're not gonna find me mentally in the same state. I was clueless. I had to re-examine shit and exercise my mind. You're not gonna find me mentally in the same state. So when people was coming around me, shit, these could be these girls too, thinking they about to get an opportunity, about to get their soul sucked from them. It probably didn't happen for me or to me. So now they trying to do it with 3 different girls. These could be 3. Because y'all, on my channel, I could tell the energy difference. It's not that my soul been snatched. It's that I had to get serious about something. So I remember like 5 years ago, my relationship was still normal and everything. I was dancing around here, cooking dinner every night, cooking breakfast and shit. Like, oh, I want an omelet. Oh, I want this. Mushrooms, onions, and feta cheese and spinach omelets and shit. I was walking around here, chopping up my vegetables, making my dinners that I make and everything, dancing in the kitchen with the music blasting. See what I'm saying? Okay. I guess somebody just wanted me to be some kind of fucking, if they was watching, okay, some clown just wasting my time doing this. It's like, nah, something ain't right. I gotta cut through some shit to see what this is. So again, back to that. So about 4 years ago, that's when we had the house to ourselves for like a good 2, 3, maybe 4 years. Okay, a good 2 years probably, and yeah, and then people had to start moving back. and ruined it. But okay, so this is also dealing with foreign intelligence or something, because whatever shit these people is talking or trying to get you to see, it would be like you go to jail in another country, or you get picked up by customs in another country, or you got taken on a spaceship and the aliens is trying to tell you to do something. You're like, what the fuck? I don't understand what you're saying, man. You know, it may be that you not supposed to be dealing with these people, or you're not supposed to be trying to deal with me on that level. That's why I don't understand you, because I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to bow down or worship you or do whatever the fuck this is you think it is. You're just gonna have to leave that shit at the door. So 9 of coins, somebody could want to give something back to a person. They could have been also trying to see how alert you are, if you would notice if they did something with your womb or something. Okay. If you would respond by crying or going crazy, or if you found out a part of your body was probably missing on the inside. You get what I'm saying? This could be the truth here. Somebody want to give something back. They feel bad about something that they did. Okay? Something been off balance since they took something. This could be like a treasure box. You know how I say, don't touch that, you know. Yeah, you could look at that treasure box, but don't touch nothing in there, because a curse gonna come on you. Somebody could have took something from somebody, and ever since then, something is off. And it's like, no, just keep it on ice for a little bit, so you can keep on feeling that shit. I ain't in no rush to get it back right now. See? But I told you, somebody could be trying to, this could also mean that somebody like, I'm trying to make it better. Like, we got to do it this way to rejuvenate you, or something like this for somebody. Like, somebody's like, trust me. No, this is not what it looked like, or something like this. But God, I just think that, nah. Somebody was trying to be slick. Possibly here. There's a, because Rafiki looked like this, and he was a wise one, but the person named Wise, somebody, what he said, Simba, and he hit him in the head with that stick and said, come on, man, you got to look forward to don't look to the past. But somebody, whatever Rafiki said is not right. Somebody has to. I have to. You have to. Whoever this is. Yeah, especially here. Something was lost here. I mean, it could be this. Could have something to do with somebody's womb, or a baby, or a seed. There could have been some kind of immaculate conception, or some kind of strange encounter that led somebody to be feeling, you know, to have something inside of them. And they can't touch you while you were at your home. So you could have been getting overwhelmed. Like how I said for that thing, I'm like, I got to get out of here for it's my birthday and Mother's Day. I want 2 or 3 days in a hotel. I'm about to go rejuvenate myself. But it could have been something else that was pulling me towards doing that, because of what could have been in my womb, or yours, or this girl, or whoever the fuck this is. Okay? And the only thing that I can think about that is they thought the sniping something, take something out, have another person birth this, and then present that as the child in the future, as the chosen one, or something like this. After they destroyed every royal or something here. Okay? You might have a child or a son or a kid that's out there maybe fighting this, and the person is not wicked. They didn't do those horrendous things to some babies or peoples or children or something. They are supposed to be getting some kind of aid here. All right? We got the sun in reverse, this Heru energy. This could be a masculine energy that was tied to this female. All right? This could be a sun god, like an Egyptian sun god, but not the sun god. Okay? And then you got butt god energy, 2 of swords. So, I don't know. This could also be a child that's about to get aid here. There could be something about the child's mental condition. Like right now, they were just leaving. My child was like, Mom, don't leave me here. They're stressing me out in this house. Da, 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 da. I'm like, girl, me too. I don't know what the hell to do. But, you know, we're going to have to, because we having a situation with, you know, rooms and all this other shit or whatever. And the girl with the daughter is here. And then she arguing with the teenager about which room it's just a lot. And so they supposedly went to go take back some kind of mattress or something, that was something was wrong with it, but it's taking them a minute to get back. So this could be, again, them trying to entrap me here. Okay, this person is going to this could be somebody trying to punish me to stay with a player or something. This person might be about to be celebrating with these other 3 women. These could be like false or illegal marriages. These bitches could be dressed like this because the money that I was supposed to be getting for the past 7 years, the inheritance, all the shit that was supposed to be coming to me, somebody could have been getting this and giving it to all these women. This could be a sheik with a whole bunch of wives or something, and they've been living off of my finances here. That was actually my spouse, or moved on as my spouse. Do you get what I'm saying? One of these road trips we took, the person could have got rescued or taken out and his whole life changed. But it's the finances, I feel like, is from here. And somebody could have purposely tried to make me into a Queen of Swords, like accurate, boring, something, a judge or something. So like play over my head. I'll be worried about serious things. The person can play over my head with all these women. And then now there could be somebody that wants to take this child, okay, and give this child respite or something like this here, okay? But I feel like whoever this person is, maybe they're saying that she's going to like an all-girls thing, but this is a man that want a wife. This is a man that want my daughter or my youngest daughter. They could be trying to do something, yeah, and make me sit here and talk about whatever this is. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to, women that have the means, or God was talking to us and telling us certain things to say at a certain time. You people think we just on here wasting our fucking time. And then now we're getting abused because we told the truth, or we're getting left behind or something. But whoever this man is or this woman is, shit, it could be an old version of me. I don't know. This could be somebody else here that got this girl, this child climbing towards them. It's almost like this is somebody that's trying to say that they the temperance or the Holy Spirit energy, but there's a tower right behind this person. They're trying to get this child to stop a tower. This might even be get the child relocated so that somebody can come do DNA, and then the DNA is not going to match, and then this person won't be getting in trouble for trying to steal some type of child support. Like we talking about like $1 million a year or some shit. Like it's a large amount. It's a large amount. All this shit just to stop from giving something to the real me. I guarantee you that this is what it is. It just really is. Somebody could be trying to act like they're not a devil, or they don't traffic people. Okay. Somebody keep hearing me say their name and they getting mad, so they want to do something or go after my children. All right. Judgment in reverse. Somebody is saying I'm not a devil. I'm not a trafficker. Oh, I'm the Holy Spirit energy. I'm the real mother. You know, let the child come towards me. But there's a tower behind this person here. Yeah, look at this. There got a child right here. They think about money. This is a vulture. Somebody that planning on picking off, feeding off, eating off of this child. This could be also after trying to make the mother sick. This also could be like this child ain't a Targaryen, or this child ain't fit for something, because the child could get burnt. So while you or I was stuck going through the motions over and over again, somebody's trying to say that somebody else is this and move them along accordingly. Yep. I don't know if this person could be going to like Hawaii, or I don't know what this is. Okay. Like I said, or Pacific Islander place. Somebody's child getting displaced. This could also be I'm the mother of this sector or something like this. The King of Swords again. King of Wands, I mean. But somebody else has my Ace of Cups right now, so they're getting all this secret information that you would not probably want to talk about, but we putting it on blast here. If it's coming through here, it's already on blast. Past, present, or future, it's already on blast. But if I was getting the direct intel with my Ace of Cups, this could also be that they can't turn me into a Rosie. Remember, Rosie on the Jetsons was the robot. She had that antenna. They say something to her. Sometimes that antenna spark up, and then she get busy and start doing whatever it is she's supposed to do. Somebody can't Rosie me. Okay? They could be using a lower vibrational technique, an illegal technique to get my attention. But for direct communication, like go to this building at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, I'm not getting any messaging like this. And I'm hearing that my intel is supposed to come in clearly like that. I'm not supposed to be like, I wonder what somebody meant from that video. I wonder what I meant from. No, my intel is supposed to come in fucking clear. All right? So somebody else could be using this here. Yeah. Empress in reverse. Death here. Empress in reverse. So somebody could have had some type of attempt with this child, and the next day they could have killed the mother, the Empress, so that they can keep sneaking around. These could be like, I'm hearing, I see dead people. Like, you may not be able to pick up on energy floating around anymore because somebody wants to lure this child here. You see? So they could have impaired the mother or the Empress in some kind of way to get access to this child. This could be like sleepwalking, summoning, something like this. But it could be being put to a stop here. Somebody got to go in their Godhead. Okay? Because the Empress is still more Gaia, on land, Christ. Okay? And then you have God, like the higher level thinking or something is stepping in like, no, the fuck you won't. You had your chance. This is also somebody that tried to act like it was always a problem with you. I had to go on and choose a younger person or come and see me. This is somebody that won't admit to these people that they can't summon me like you summon other bitches, because I'm not that. So then God got to show up on that ass. Somebody is mad because this is this Bible verse when he like, oh, you won't come see me? Okay, fine then. And he started to recruit all the young girls in the community to come towards him but the truth is, it could have been every time like this that they was trying to treat God like a little hoe or like a two-bit hoe on earth, a earthly energy, somebody that's God on earth, a living water God. They tried to treat this person or me like this in the past. And now they amped up technology to like bombard or whatever. So it would be a miracle. You get what I'm saying? Like, these people don't see the little baby steps. I see it. I see it. So this could be a very powerful entity though. Not the devil, the Baphomet. It is something else here. Okay? So they shouldn't have did whatever they did and got this God energy, because that person coming to just spit out everything. It don't matter who the fuck is in the way. It don't matter who. You could get offended about me putting your shit up on Facebook or not. It don't matter. The whole shit about to just start getting holes poked all through the boat, everything. Because remember, shit, somebody could be a mermaid here. I'm poking holes in the whole motherfucking. Y'all not. You can't swim all day and all night from this distance, bitch. I can. We got this Gemini could be stepping up, or this two-faced person. Somebody could also be bound to another person. All right? They might be having to speak up and say who is the real person, that it ain't this person here that's outside in the corner on the side of the building. Okay? King of Swords, they just don't have enough, they haven't put in enough work in other areas here. King of Swords in reverse. Somebody could have been protecting this person. This could be people that get their kids ready for like judicial system, politics. They might pull them off the streets if they intel, because some of these people is fake acting stupid, fake acting like they just fake acting like, you get what I'm saying? This is just something to waste time. You know, they know that they straight, they gonna eat. Whether they invest in having you send them money on YouTube, or the daddy or something like this gonna send it through the back end. They don't have to live that life like that. Somebody is asking you or me, they wondering why you choosing this life, because won't nobody give me the shit that's supposed to be, and it ain't no way like you could go get it. It ain't like, see, it's up there on top of that thing. If you can find a way to get up there, it's yours. No, this is not what we're talking about. Hidden assets. That some of these tarot readers that's on the street know where your fucking money is, the information is, the knowledge or whatever, and you still don't know. You see, they hoping that you get taken out before them so they could go get it. They're not going to tell you what to do to get it, because remember, this is some kind of cult or something that is hiding or dancing around somebody's assets, hoping that you don't get it so they can add it to their bundle of joy or whatever the fuck this is. All right. Yeah, but they will not be fortunate in doing this. This could also be somebody like, oh, you burnt down everything, so now you don't have nothing to start with, or you're gonna, whatever this is. They could be trying to take things out of context on purpose in order to do things that are detrimental or will destroy. All right? Yeah, without another person, without no loving or without no something here. Somebody could be trying to make somebody into like a pope or a hierophant or something by restricting your sexual energy or something like this for the next couple of years while they go off and be in a gay relationship. So somebody could have been like, oh, just be with girls and you'll make me happy. I won't come and use my spaceship to hurt you. Don't talk to me. It's something like this. But this person going to go off and be with another man. Or somebody want to be with another masculine energy. A person might think of you or me as masculine and they don't care. These people want them to be with some soft, whiny girl. And somebody's like, no, I like the way this person is. They don't cry about everything. They don't fucking try to manipulate me with tears. I like to be with that person better. All right? So this could be something like this with two masculines. This could also be somebody was soft at first. Okay? And this got both of y'all in this situation. This person could have been in higher positions to get shit done. But they was being soft because of the people that they were surrounded by that was telling them no or you shouldn't do. Okay? Right? And you could have been hard. And now this person could be coming in as tough, protecting, shielding whatever this is that you building together, taking it serious. Like, no, this is our stuff. Like, this could be people like on one of those shows when they make the people go like in couples and they got to go out into the wild and then they got to work together to stay alive. You know, one might get hurt and the other one got to take care of them for a couple of days while their foot is healing. You know, it's one of them shows. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Okay, but it's supposed to strengthen a relationship or something, or trust, or what was that other thing? Dang, I think Ludacris or something was on this show when they were a long time ago, when they had to trust each other. Maybe you had to lay in a pit full of snakes or something for a certain amount of time. It's some show. It was some like daring, adventurous show where they had to go through, do these little obstacles or whatever together. Could be something like that. All right, hold on one second, y'all. Ooh wee. Hold on.